Okay, good afternoon students. Today we are going to see a poetry by a very famous poetess Sarojini Naidu. Her period was between 1879 to 1949 and we all know that she is the Nightingale of India, isn't it? She earned this title Nightingale of India through her many works in the literature, especially through her poetry. So this present poem which today we are going to deal is a very delightful poem. It is from the collection The Golden Threshold. It is a very beautiful collection of poems. And this present poem is all about a queen, that is her rival. She is longing for a rival. Okay, so the topic of the poetry is the queen's rival, and here we are going to see about a Persian queen who is longing for a rival, right? So this Persian queen, named as Queen Gulnar. She lives with her husband, the King Feroz of Persia, and they lead a very happy and blissful life. And here we are given to understand that she is the most beautiful lady in the world. And this is how the poetry first opening lines start. Queen Gulnar sat on her ivory bed. Around her, countless treasures were spread. See, she's so rich. Around her, you could see countless treasures. Her chamber walls were richly inlaid. Her chamber walls are richly inlaid with agate, porphyry, onyx and jade. They are all precious stones. This agate is a gemstone and porphyry is also a precious stone. So this is how she is with a countless treasures, and her walls are all richly inlaid with gems. The tissues that veiled her delicate breast glowed with the hues of a lapwing's crest. So next comes her attire, the dress she is worn. The fabric is very rich in such a way that it is so beautifully colored that here the poetess compares the color with a bird's head, lapwing's crest. So the bird is lapwing. This particular bird, lapwing, has got beautiful colors on its head, and Sarojini Naidu compares the attire of the queen to this lapwing's crest. But still, she gazed in a mirror and sighed, "O king, my heart is unsatisfied." See, with all this treasure, with all this richness, so beautiful she is, still she calls her husband, "O king, I am unsatisfied." King Feroz bent from his ebony seat. So ebony is also a rich wood. So king, who is seated on the ebony seat, just looks into her and asks, "Is thy least desire unfulfilled, O sweet?" He is asking her, "What is that which is unfulfilled, dear? What is that which I have not fulfilled? So please tell me." He is asking the queen. "King let thy mouth speak and my life be spent to clear the sky of thy discontent." So the king is asking, "Please tell me, queen, let me just find out what it is, and before my life ends, I will fulfill. I'll see that it is getting fulfilled." So he is also very very with an excitement, with a little worry in his mind, he's asking his queen, what is that desire which is not yet fulfilled? I tire of my beauty, I tire of this empty splendor and shadowless bliss. So the queen replies, King, I am tired of my beauty, and I am tired of this external beauty where no rival is there for me, where nobody is competing with my beauty. So this beauty is really tiring. I need a competitor, I need a rival. So she longs for a rival. See, it is human mind that when you are fulfilled with all the riches in your life, still you will not be satisfied. Why? Because you need a competitor, at least a competitor where by seeing the competitor you will feel happy and proud. Anything without a competitor, I don't think it is acknowledged. So here also the queen feels very tired and she feels sorry that no rival is there for her. With none to envy and none gainsay, no savor or salt hath my dream or day. Queen Gulnar sighed like a murmuring rose. Give me a rival, O King Feroz. So see how she's asking in a murmuring voice like a rose. She asks King that please give me a rival. So the first stanza is all about the queen's longing for a rival. With this the first stanza ends. The second stanza, King Feroz spoke to his chief vizier, Lo ere tomorrow's dawn be there. Send forth my messengers over the sea to seek 7 beautiful brides for me. So immediately the King Feroz is in action. He calls out his counselors and he orders them to bring 7 beautiful brides so that he will marry them, and by marrying such beautiful women he might give a rival for the queen. So he immediately orders the counselors. Radiant of feature and regal of mien, 7 handmaids meet for the Persian queens. So they were all in hunt for beautiful ladies. So beautiful princesses. Like finally they find 7 beautiful princesses and they bring them to the Persian country. So there the king is really happy by seeing all the 7 beautiful princesses, and he thought that his queen's longing is fulfilled. So he takes them to the chamber. 7 new moon tides at the vesper call. Before that evening they could bring all the 7 brides. King Feroz led to Queen Gulnar's hall. So by taking them all, he leads them to the queen's hall. A young queen eyed like the morning star. I bring thee a rival, O Queen Gulnar. So he goes there and proudly tells his wife that he has brought 7 rivals for her. But still she gazed in a mirror and sighed. O King, my heart is unsatisfied. See how the queen, still she is not satisfied. So she just feel very sorry for her husband, even after getting 7 beautiful brides, she's not happy, she's not satisfied. So still she says, O King, I am not satisfied. 7 queens shone round her ivory bed. They stood around her ivory bed like 7 soft gems on a silken thread. See, 7 soft gems, so pretty, each and every, each bride is so pretty, they are compared to gems, and here they stand around the queen's ivory bed like a silken thread, like they are all in a silken thread. That's how they stood around the ivory bed. Like 7 fair lamps in a royal tower, like 7 bright petals of beauty's flower. So they were so beautifully, they are compared to royal towers, 7 beautiful royal towers and 7 petals in a beautiful flower. So beautiful they were all. Queen Gulnar sighed like a murmuring rose. Again she sighs like a murmuring rose by saying, "Where is my rival, O King Feroz?" Still she is not satisfied. So she is asking King Feroz, "Where is my rival, King Feroz?" With this ends the second stanza, where the king, even after bringing 7 brides, the queen is not happy. She is not satisfied. The third stanza. When spring winds waken the mountain floods and kindle the flame of the tulip buds. So the season changes. When breeze grew loud and the days grew long, and the beach grows thrilled to the oriole song. It is summer season. So this is how in summer season the day is long, and the oriole song, especially during the summer season only, we could hear the sound of the oriole bird. Queen Gulnar sat on her ivory bed, decking with jewels her exquisite head. So she was seated again on her ivory bed by decorating her hair with beautiful, very expensive gems. And still she gazed in her mirror and sighed, "O king, my heart is unsatisfied." Even after that, even after so many days, the queen is still unsatisfied. And she says the same thing to King Feroz, that, "O king, I am unsatisfied." Queen Gulnar's daughter, 2 springtimes old, in blue robes bordered with tassels of gold. So there we happen to see the small character, that is the princess, who is just 2 years old, comes there beautifully adorned in a silken dress, ran to her knee like a wildwood fay. She just ran into the queen's hall like a fairy from the forest, and plucked from her hand the mirror away. She just snatched the mirror from her mother, that is the Queen Gulnar. So she just snatches the mirror and she started to gaze. Quickly she set on her own light curls, her mother's fillet with fringes of pearls. So quickly, with the mirror in her hand, she started decorating her hair. Quickly, child's caprice. Quickly she turns as a small child who will respond for an action. Just like that she turns. And pressed on the mirror a swift, glad kiss. So the little princess, after seeing her own reflection on the mirror, she started to kiss the mirror. Queen Gulnar laughed like a tremulous rose. "Here is my rival, O King Feroz." So this is how Queen just looks at her and she sighs, "Oh King Feroz, I have found my rival. My rival is my daughter. Finally I have found my rival." So here the poet dramatically ends with the reality of life, that the parents are always happy when they see their young ones into actions. And here she successfully presented the psychological point of mothering and motherhood through this 3 stanza sonnet like poetry. Thank you.